blast off and the clock has started.
Penis!
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Hey guys, welcome to the 4th episode of the Art Mart series. Before I go into
season 2.
Of season 2, that's
Specify.
right. Season 2.
We've done more than 4 episodes.
Okay, yeah, you're right. All right, but anyway, I want to get into a little bit before we start introductions and stuff. First things first, I want to let you guys know when we record these and when they come out, because I think there's been a little misconception about that kind of stuff. We record every Wednesday and Saturday. On Wednesday, we record around 6 to 7, and on Saturdays, we record around 10:45 to 11. Now, the episodes on Wednesday will be out Thursday morning, and the episodes on Saturday will be out Monday morning. Now, those times might change in the next few weeks because one of us here, Mark, is going to have his times change, but as of right now, that's when we record. So make sure you guys are watching out those Monday morning and Thursday mornings for these episodes to come out, because that's when they come out. And now we're going to go into some introductions. I've already introduced myself as Trip Parks. To my left,
Mark. I guess I'm to your left.
How
For all they know, I'm on your right.
just hold up your hands, make a little help.
Then the one that looks like the L.
Yeah.
And then take that L.
No, I'm hovering above you. Oh yeah.
I'm Nathaniel Diamond.
I'm Nathan Smith.
And welcome to the 4th episode, Art Mart. And today,
Of
season 2, is our first holiday episode ever.
Oh, wow. It's like a really bad sitcom.
Oh, it's one jingle hell.
Jingle hell?
Jingle all the way.
I was going to make the ho-ho-ho noise, but I don't know what.
That's the wrong holiday.
It's the wrong holiday, so I don't...
Don't you know that
the
as
sound
soon
that
as...
turkeys make?
Don't you know November 1st starts Christmas, apparently?
Right. This is when Mariah Carey and Michael Bublé are at their most powerful.
I have a turkey story to tell you guys.
Ooh.
I like live turkeys.
Oh.
So
You have live turkeys?
Is it stuffed?
Used to.
Underneath
stuffed
your
full
seat.
of information?
It's right there.
You get a turkey? And you get a turkey?
So I used to live on this farm, right? And
okay.
my neighbors used to have goats and cow, all this shit. And there was these 3 turkeys that they were going to slaughter for Thanksgiving, but
All for themselves?
no, yeah, they did all this themselves. They were almost like off-gridders. Cool people though. They had these 3 turkeys, and every time I came home from work, the turkeys would follow me up to my house.
The ones they were going to kill?
Yeah, they'd follow me to my house, and Layla would go nuts. If you guys don't know who this is, it's a Great Dane Lab mix, and she's quite a big dog. And
It's Tripp's dog, not just a random dog.
Yeah, no, yeah. We just we house random dogs in the apartment sometimes. It's cool. We care. But these turkeys would jump on the table when the dog would come out, so Layla couldn't get to him. And then when I go back inside, these turkeys would look through my window, on the table, my porch, and would watch TV with me.
The turkeys, what do they like to watch? Do they like Tom and Jerry?
Well, they meet me every single day, and one morning I came and they didn't meet me, and I called the neighbors, and I was like, what happened to the turkeys? They're like, they pissed me off today.
How does a turkey piss someone off enough to decapitate them?
I mean,
have you ever heard them, dude?
Well, not those, because they're dead.
They still make the noise when they're alive, though.
Do they?
Am I missing everything today?
I mean, also when they're dead, if they're ghosts, just hear it in the
turkey
walls in
ghosts?
the middle of the night.
Do you have something you want to tell us
What?
about your turkey ghosts in the walls?
Oh yeah, my place is haunted by
haven't you
turkey
seen
ghosts.
Poltergeist?
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist
It's
literally
Poltergeist.
has...
Poultrygeist?
Yes, Poltergeist. Yeah.
Poltergeist.
Anyway.
It's a pretty fly movie.
But Poltergeist actually has that turkey that hops up off the Thanksgiving table and chases people with a knife. I think it was
Oh, that's things
number
killing,
2 or
isn't
3.
it?
Thanks killing.
No,
Yeah.
that was another
I
one.
love the name, though. Thanksgiving.
This sounds like was it actual Poltergeist or was it like
Yeah. No, it was
parody?
actually
It was
in
one
one of the
scary
Poltergeist movies. Yeah. It was the turkey literally just gets up with the little chef hat things that they always put on the ends of the drumsticks. I forget what those are called. You know what I'm talking about? Those little white
It's like chef hats for turkey legs.
Yeah, but they go on the tips of the bones.
Just
So
the tip?
Hops up off the table.
Always the tip.
Starts chasing people around.
That's pretty rude of it.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, so this was just the story about those turkeys that were your friends and then your neighbor.
yeah, and then we just talked about the Poultrygeist afterwards.
So what? No head? It's like the old Vine.
Gone.
Did you just gobble them up after?
What?
Did you just gobble them up?
Honestly, I would.
So did that
They're
stop you
delicious.
from like eating turkey that Thanksgiving or no?
No, I thought it would, and it really didn't.
And it didn't.
No, I'm like honestly living on like a meat farm. Like you kind of understand, like
Meat farm.
yeah, I mean, all the cows and stuff.
That's what
they're
they
all
used to
with
call me
slaughter.
in college.
The meat farm.
This kind of makes you a little more like understanding of where your meat comes from, and I was still cool with it.
Are you more of a like a turkey fan on Thanksgiving, or do you like the sides?
Oh, the sides, dude.
Turkey is a pretty like dry. It's
I
not as good.
like Thanksgiving hams too.
Spiral
Like the
hams?
Spiral cut hams. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It's basically sugar on meat.
all right, so we're gonna this. We talked a little bit before the podcast, you guys, about we're gonna go through what we kind of ate on Thanksgiving ourselves, and hopefully you guys have some similarities, and maybe you guys don't. If you guys don't, make sure you guys hit up our Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and all
And
that
just
stuff.
harass us, telling us what you eat for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and tell us why we're wrong. Talk shit so we can talk shit back.
Please insult us. We have degradation kinks.
But
He's
why
also
don't,
not wrong.
Mark, why don't we'll go in a circle. We'll start with you. What was your Thanksgiving meal?
You got there.
I'm probably not the best person to start with this, so let's move on.
Awkward silence.
Awkward silence.
I just want to stare at you. Oh, you go first then, man.
Let's see. Growing up, we would, we'd have a turkey, of course. We'd have
Any traditions
rustic. Sometimes family would come over, sometimes not. Like we didn't make a big deal of it, other than just like having a Thanksgiving dinner. Sometimes like we didn't have a lot of like extended family in the area, so it would just be an excuse to eat too much food.
You guys like watch football or anything like that, or just?
I mean,
hang
we'd
out?
have the Lions game on just as like background, but no one really cared that much because we're all from upstate New York and no one really cares about sports in general in my family. So that's really rude of the alarm or siren. Stop dying.
I know,
Quit-
they should have known we were recording. What
Right?
bitches?
It's pretty alarming.
Ha 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 ha.
I was always warned about the sirens.
Ooh, that was a good one.
That's
Okay.
just that's
All right,
just a
so
cop out.
back to your traditions of food.
Yeah, most of just Thanksgiving was pretty prototypical Thanksgiving turkey and mashed potatoes and stuffing or dressing, which I'm not really sure what the difference is.
It's just where you're from.
Right, and they're both wrong. I've never once said one or the other and have had a room of people agree with me. So I'll just say tasty bread cubes. Sweet potato pie, of course.
Soft croutons. That's what the stuffing is.
There was one year that my mom like joked about wanting like ambrosia salad because it's really weird. It's like something super 70s, so it's like a bunch of canned fruit suspended in really bad jello. So my mom like made a joke one year like, oh, we should have ambrosia, and my dad being I take it after him in terms of being a dumbass, so he went entirely out of his way to like get a turkey mold and to make ambrosia just for the joke. It actually wasn't bad because it's just like jello and fruit.
Well,
Isn't there some kind of cream in it too, usually?
Probably something on top because it's probably mayonnaise knowing the 70s.
Yeah.
Well,
Mayonnaise or fried onions.
Oh yeah, those two.
Yeah, those in the 70s.
Here's what's going to split the group in half.
Ooh.
A
How do
large
you-
sword.
How do you do your cranberries?
Always from the can.
Oh yeah, the can.
Never fresh.
Okay, wait. Can.
Both.
Okay.
Oh, a little by cannage. Or
I feel
by,
like the can adds something. Like if you see the ridges in that
Oh, yeah.
like gelatinous goop.
Like
it's nostalgia.
I
Right,
feel
it is.
like
Oh, for sure.
they are two sides of the same coin, where the jellied canned is delicious in its own right, but also so is the berried one with the stems and things.
Well, the fresh one I feel like doesn't have the same artificial punch that cuts
No.
through it.
It's
almost
also
tastes,
more bitter
It almost
and
tastes like
sour.
normal. Like it tastes too much like an actual side than like something you
Right.
mix with the savory turkey. I want the chemicals.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I guess
It's
it's
like
like
Lipton iced tea.
to me, it's like the concentration of like the canned cranberry. Like you can't beat that with regular cranberry sauce. Like it's almost like they've got like 100 cranberries like per can. Like, just
2 scoops of raisins.
just like heat condensed into that thing.
Did you have to concentrate on that?
Hey now, careful.
Because the cranberries were concentrated.
Getting some dangerous
We
territory here.
We just lost 3 followers.
For what? Concentrating? Because juice is concentrated?
We're not talking about juice here.
I was.
Trip, what are your favorite Thanksgiving traditions from when you were a wee young Trip?
We used to always do the Christmas tree then. You know, like after
on Thanksgiving?
like after Thanksgiving meal, we do the Christmas tree together as a family, like when we're still a family.
Like decorated or like
Yeah, they're like all like the parents, the adults would set up the tree.
Yes.
And the kids would put the you know like the parents would garnish and stuff like that in the top, but like we would do all the what is it, the ornaments?
yeah.
Yeah, we do all the
ornaments,
ornaments.
decorations, like the star.
The
whatever.
popcorn on the string, which is the thing that people I guess do.
I never saw that.
Never done that. Okay, I don't know. My mom was very particular about the tree.
Ooh.
Like, no, it was like my mom was the queen of the tree. You did not go against the queen of the tree. If she didn't want it on the tree, it wasn't going on the tree.
So it had to be like perfect.
Oh yeah, we had our own like kids tree that we could decorate.
One of those too. So like, what kind of tree did your mom do? Did she do like the really like 40s elegant like white and tinsel, or did she do like more ornaments?
She
Before
did
we
a
do
lot of
that-
red.
Before we do that, we gotta see who had real trees and who had fake trees.
We had both.
Both?
Our kid tree was fake, and then we had like a real one.
Okay.
We had real trees when I talked my family into a real tree, but it was usually fake.
Yeah, so we had a real tree once, and then it got like shit everywhere, and my mom
Right,
was
because
like, never again.
you never stop cleaning up the needles until you do the tree the next year, and then it just adds more needles.
100%. What about you?
I had no trees. I told you I'm not the best one to start with holiday stuff.
Well, another awkward silence.
That's what I thrive in.
We love you, and we'll invite you to all of our stuff. But again, the 40s tinsel. What?
Okay, so yeah, my mom had these like poinsettias, like these fake poinsettias she'd put in the tree.
What's the point of that? She put them in. I've never seen poinsettia in a tree before.
It's pretty
Yeah.
big. It's pretty big in the South.
And then like red tinsel or red tulle to like wrap the whole thing in.
Red what?
Tulle? It's like that it's like that big thick
Garland.
garland, yes, garland.
I've never heard it called tool before. Is it just spelled like TOOL?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah, it's like it's TUL.
TUL. Or it could be like the roof boxes that are like Thule, but it's spelled like THULA. Red
Oh, boy.
tool.
But anyway, so another Thanksgiving tradition was a lot of my family started drinking like at 2.
Alcohol.
No, apple juice.
Of course. Just making sure. Ooh, what was your favorite like Christmassy or Thanksgiving-y alcohol?
Back when I went before gluten free, I used to love Blue Moon.
Ooh.
Like a Blue Moon with an orange in it.
Orange is so Christmassy.
Oh, Blue Moon with the orange in it, especially on Thanksgiving when I was drinking, like watching football with that. It just was like, oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my. I'm just thinking about it right now, just sitting there back in Leesburg, Virginia, with my little fucking Blue Moon and orange in it, watching the Detroit Lions get their butt whipped by some random ass team.
It actually is TULLE.
I was close.
You were surprisingly close for bullshitting. I love that.
I know.
I'm kind of I guess I've never had to spell tool, so I didn't know.
It took me a solid like 7 attempts to Google it, and I finally got it. Cool.
I don't know about you guys, but like my family would like starve me before Thanksgiving. Be like, we're no eating until fucking 4:00.
We would do hors d'oeuvres all day long, and none of us are hungry by dinner. It was stupid. Every year we'd say, "Why do we do this?" But we'd still have too many hors d'oeuvres before Thanksgiving.
I mean, I kind of like that because it makes so much more Thanksgiving leftovers. But yeah,
Which is better than actual Thanksgiving dinner.
we would starve ourselves. So like all of us, like all the kids, like go in the kitchen, like when parents like watching the football game, and like we'd go steal like food off the fucking tray and shit. I'm getting so much trouble.
They would go back, and there'd be like 7 pecans missing out of the pecan pie.
And they would always blame the kids because it was our fault. I'm like, you're starving us. What do you expect?
We're growing kids.
Yeah, but
Did y'all eat the turkey neck, or is that just a weird thing that like I did? It was like the best. It was my favorite part of the
we
turkey.
did the gizzard, the heart, and the neck.
The neck was always the best part.
No, I
I've
love the
never
heart.
had any of those.
Wait,
Oh,
really?
You're missing out.
Yeah, I've never had gizzard, heart.
I've
or
never
neck.
been a fan of like the offal, but I've always loved the turkey neck. After like,
I love
oh
it
my
all.
God.
I love it all. Like honestly, it's all good. You put a little salt in the fucking heart. We just lost all
Does
our
it
vegan
give
fans.
you a hard on?
A hard
It gave me
on,
a
hard
super
on.
big hard on as a 6-year-old. My little fucking penis.
It's about the size of a
Wow.
heart.
Okay,
too.
we should probably
All the
remove that
viewers
from the
gone.
episode.
I'm talking about my own little dingaling. All right. Well, what about you, Nathan?
Let's see. Favorite part of Thanksgiving?
I
Let's see.
thought we were on drinks.
Oh, I forgot about. Oh yeah, drinks.
So blue
Let's
moon.
see. So for the longest time, we would go to my grandma's house and
Over the river and through the woods.
over the river and through the woods to
Grandmother's
Dry
house you
County, Columbia, Arkansas. We go.
Oh no.
Is it actually
What?
called Dry County, or was it just
No,
a
it
Dry
was
County?
it was a dry county. It's Columbia was a dry county for
Okay.
Yep.
most of my childhood. So I
Jesus Christ.
Arkansas just
Spit.
recently went wet like 3 years ago.
yeah.
That's just a new sentence.
That's actually what they called it when it happened.
They just squirted on the scene.
We used to have to go to Missouri for the booze.
So where's Columbia County?
It's like
It's in Arkansas.
it's kind of like right on the bottom. It's like
By
it-
Texarkana.
it's right near Texarkana. It's
Which
like
makes
maybe
sense
an
by the name.
hour east of Texarkana.
okay.
It's like on the border of like it's on the border of Louisiana. My dad used to like go to Shreveport as a kid, like as a teenager. But yeah,
So the Dry County.
so it's a dry county, and my grandma believed that or believes that that drinking is or that alcohol is like the devil's juice and like
Isn't it literally the blood of Christ? That sounds hypocritical.
That's what he turned his own blood into water, whatever.
An attempt was made.
The attempt was made and it failed.
I don't know. I guess whenever one of those kings separated from the Anglican Church, he also decided he didn't like alcohol.
Right, so he can get divorced.
Well, the same thing with King James Bible. Like the king was a homosexual who preached against homosexuality.
So you don't have any...
Sounds like most white men nowadays.
So yeah,
Thanksgiving.
I have favorite Christmas drinks.
What's your favorite Christmas drink?
Just like whatever Christmas beer is being produced at that time.
Okay.
Like Sam Adams made a really good one.
Hold on. The Tommy Knocker,
Is that the chocolate mint
the
one?
chocolate mint beer.
That one
Oh,
is
I-
so...
we
that
need to
one
make a
is so
trip up
I
there.
can't wait. When
For
is it in
sure.
their tap room yet? Let's go there
It's
this
usually
weekend.
December 1st,
Oh,
if I
that's
remember right.
not close enough.
It's like right after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that one is delicious.
Because right now they're still working on that pumpkin.
Are they
one.
still doing? I guess it's not even Thanksgiving yet, so pumpkin's
Yeah,
still
I think the
in.
pumpkin one rolls till Thanksgiving. Because it
Still
falls.
pumpkin-y.
Yeah, it still falls in with like pumpkin pie.
I don't think I liked their pumpkin. I think the only pumpkin ale I've liked has been Denver Beer Co.'s.
Oh,
it's not
we
super
are
heavy.
approaching the time of year for the peanut butter graham cracker porter.
That was
Oh, that was delicious.
Was that the first?
That's Denver Beer Company, and it's delicious.
No, I think that might have been the first. No, it wasn't the first beer I had from them, but it was the first one that I actually like remembered having, and it was like the week I visited Denver, and it was really good.
Yeah, I hate that they do the graham cracker porter year round,
But
but
the
not
peanut
the
butter-
peanut butter one.
right,
Because
that
that
one
peanut butter is what
is
makes
delectable.
the difference.
I feel bad for. Is anyone here peanut intolerant?
I love peanuts.
Peanuts.
You love penis? That's what I just heard.
That's
You
what I
already
heard
brought
about.
up yours earlier.
See, I don't really have a favorite Thanksgiving drink because like I didn't become a degenerate alcoholic until like I moved here like 2 years
Until you
ago.
met us.
Wait, when did ever have their first sip of alcohol?
I would. Oh, that's a story.
Oh boy.
I
Weren't
was
you like
3.
6? Oh,
I was
3.
3. So,
Okay, you beat me by a lot.
so here's
Oh
You were
boy.
getting so ready, like I was 12 and I had a PBR.
no. So the first
Corona.
the first time I was drunk, I was 3.
Just so you remember that.
Yeah. Well, I don't, but there were pictures. I don't know what happened to them, but
Just a baby sitting in a toilet throwing up, like
no.
lampshade on his head.
There was actually a lampshade on my head.
God!
That's the best part of it. It was the most cliche child being drunk experience possible.
Wait, is there a cliche child being drunk experience?
Yeah, lampshade on the head.
Is that a
That's
thing children do?
That was like a thing back
That's
in
like
like the
a frap-
60s and
I don't
70s.
even know why that happened, but it did.
I think they just saw a drunk kid and like, haha, photo op, lampshade on kid
Probably.
head.
So what happened, to clarify, is I went to my uncle's wedding when I was 3.
You did by yourself. You want to stag?
Yeah.
He was stag.
You know.
Oh dear.
Anyway.
I saw a baby in a
There
top
was-
hat at a wedding.
It's like a
There
fucking
was-
Tim Kaine going through.
I
It's bottle
was-
of
hey,
Henny in the other hand.
You're not far off. I had a white tuxedo. Actually, all white tuxedo.
This is
with a white bow
gorgeous.
tie and the whole 9 yards. I love it. Anyway, so
That's suspension you snap after every like witty comeback. I say, haha.
No, I said every pun he has.
I wasn't that punny yet. I was only 3. But so
This is his villain origin story.
pretty much. I feel like the penguin, honestly. But
So what'd you get drunk off?
it was champagne.
Okay, classy
Because
choice.
there was a champagne fountain, and I decided to stick my head under it.
Have
and
you
take
ever
a
seen the
swig.
video of the parakeet that like sticks his head under a chocolate fountain
Yes.
for like a solid? That's what I'm imagining
Yeah,
you right
that's
now.
basically what it
Just
was.
Underneath the
So
champagne
then,
fountain.
so when I was caught doing that, I was told because I didn't know better. I just thought it was like a
They started
sparkly
hazing you. It was
juice.
like, you have to keep going now.
No, so
Don't stop.
further on, I started like stealing people's glasses and swinging it and setting it back up when they weren't looking. And apparently, I ended up extremely drunk with a lampshade
I mean,
on
when
my
you're
head.
3, that you just have to like kind
Yeah.
of look at a bottle of alcohol and you get a little schwasty.
Yeah. And yeah, apparently there was lots of 3-year-old vomit going around, a lampshade
That's
on my
really
head.
old vomit.
Yeah.
You just like kept a jar of vomit.
Yeah.
Right there. Perfect. Open like a can, like the snake in a can. Just pop it open. Just pew.
I've been waiting. This is 6 months old.
Yeah, so that was my first time being drunk.
Right, well,
That was an experience.
obviously none of us can beat that.
No.
Mine's probably the most boring. I was like 20 because like I didn't want to drink because I was always like, oh, I don't know what kind of a person I'm gonna be when I'm drunk. So I just never got drunk until I was like 20, and it was spring break, but we were still on campus, and it was a really small school, so like everyone kind of went home for spring break. But it was me and a couple friends, and they're like, you know what, we're gonna get you drunk tonight. So we went to the Blind Pig, which was an amazing dive bar in DeLand, Florida. That kind of has like dollar bills nailed to the ceiling.
Oh, was that the one of the sticker you saw in Black Sky that you thought was the same one?
Holy shit, it might actually be.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they had pictures of Yingling for $5. So
That's a beer you don't get out here.
No, despite like people posting about it on Facebook that there's like the Yingling plant coming out here. So yeah, that was my first time getting drunk off of like a pitcher of really shitty beer. Cause like when you've never drank before, Yingling is just not good. It's not great anyway, but especially like if you're not accustomed to the taste of beer.
Oh yeah, it fucking
It
sucks.
was not pleasant, but it was the only thing we had. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll just get drunk and play giant Jenga.
It's a huge fucking East Coast beer. Huge.
Same with Rolling Rock. That's my,
Although I found
God.
Rolling Rock out here a lot.
that's my East Coast beer. Unfortunately, we
Rolling
can
Rock.
find it.
But all right, what about you, man? First time getting hammered drunk.
Let's see. I would probably say the first time. Trying to think back on it because like first time getting actually hammered drunk. Yeah, it was definitely out with some of my friends. That it was like after I could drive and basically get away. But yeah, we
Get away from the coppers.
yeah.
Never catch me now.
No, it was like, I mean, what I remember is basically grabbing we got some Mickeys and like got some homeless
Mickey's?
yeah.
Oh my god, a blast from the past.
What's Mickey's?
You ever had a Mickey's?
This is the one that
So
comes in like the
Mickey's-
little weird juggy.
They
brown
look like little,
bottle.
like,
It's like
barrels.
it's basically malt liquor and it comes and you get it from a gas station and it's not great.
No, it's terrible.
Nothing about this sounds like it's good. You described that as malt liquor in a barrel from a gas station.
It gets better. What Mickey
Does it?
No, Mickey's are the best because like you have little tops and they have little puzzles on them.
They do.
Oh, they do what now?
Every single Mickey's top has a puzzle on it.
Oh, is this like the whole Shiner does the same thing?
Yeah, if you ever looked at the Mickey's cans, they have like if you open up a top of Mickey's and look at like the very top of the things, it has little puzzles on it, and you have to like figure the puzzles.
No way.
It's just like Mickey, like M-I-C-K.
Like the mouse.
Like Mickey, like the mouse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mickey's malt liquor or whatever. But yeah, well, I used to drink with my brother all the time. You get drunk off
Right
Mickey's.
on.
Mickey
yeah.
malt liquor.
So
okay.
Mickey's and empty 2020s or whatever.
oh,
or
Mad Dogs.
Yeah, Mad. Yeah. I know. That was like also the first wine I've ever had. Not great at all.
Back in the Four Loko days.
No, I mean, yeah.
No,
Well put.
actually.
No, Mel, yeah.
I never had a Four Loko like with the caffeine in it though.
I've never had
Oh
a
my
Four
God.
Loko, like full stop.
Don't.
Don't
Drinking a Four Loko is basically like licking a trailer park.
I've done that. An entire trailer park.
That's basically
kinda dragged my
that's the
tongue
flavor
on
of
the
Four
entire
Loko
ground.
is licking a trailer park.
Pretty much. But you just got. Did anything happen? You get wasted? Like
I mean, I fell 7 feet to off of like one of the ledges because his door was like basically the apartment complex he lived in, like the door like is kind of like below elevation of the ground, and so you have this little like stairwell, and then you have like this cliff that you could just like go straight down. So I thought it'd be a great idea to just kind of like plunge down.
How did that turn out?
Oh boy.
Busting my ass.
Okay.
Sat there for like a good 10 minutes laughing.
Okay, at least you were laughing.
Yeah.
Laugh through the pain. That's what I always do.
I've actually never gotten blackout drunk.
Oh, good for you. I haven't done that in like a month.
Saturday.
Yeah, there was one time like Oktoberfest several years ago with one of my buddies that we went to this place called the Flying Saucer. That's
The Flying Saucer.
It's really prominent like in the southeast, and like
Is it a chain?
yeah, it's like a chain that
Oh.
goes from like I think there's one in North Carolina. There's a bunch in like there's a few in Texas. Actually, there's several in Texas. But it's basically like it's kind of like it's basically they just collect a bunch of beers from like across the country and or like different like nations and just like have them on tap.
A draft emporium.
Yeah.
That's how beerconnoisseur.com describes it.
Yeah, so we
Cool.
had a couple of so we go there because they have Hofbrauhaus like or they were doing like the Hofbrau Oktoberfest, and so I got 2 liters of that, chugged the second one, and had a pint in between of Sam Adams Oktoberfest.
Oh man, that's too much October.
Yeah.
That's too much of a fest.
And
Did you keep any of that down?
Yeah, well, so
That's where it's going.
well.
About that.
Yeah,
well, yes, but actually,
so my buddy
no.
drives me back to his place. I walk out of the car, walk over to the bushes, puke, and then wake up on his couch.
That sounds almost black. That sounds pretty blackout.
I mean,
You browned out for a little bit.
I've definitely browned
Out.
I
I mean, I guess I've never then fully blacked out. I just mostly like brown out or like what do they call it?
Swiss cheese in it.
Swiss cheese in it. I've Swiss cheese a few times.
I probably have the craziest first time getting drunk story though.
Well, other than the 3-year-old waterboarding himself in the champagne fountain.
Well, the only reason
Sounds
being that
about
this
right.
is very time appropriate for a 12-year-old,
Oh,
12,
no.
14, whatever.
Were you like drinking Mountain Dew and playing Call of Duty and watching?
Oh no,
Like-
this is way better than that. So,
Is it?
I wanna
well,
hear.
listen to the story. You could judge
We're
for
just gonna
yourself.
keep interrupting you.
Knock,
bitch,
knock.
bitch,
Knock, knock.
bitch,
Moo.
bitch.
Interrupting Cal.
Oh, you said it backwards. Anyway, so my brother had this like modeling. We had a pool in Leesburg, Virginia, and we had this like modeling shoot thing happen. There was like sponsored by Corona. It was my brother's friends and stuff like that.
The virus?
Anywho, they Corona sponsored, so we had like literally like our whole garage in suburban Virginia was just covered in Corona cases.
And that was before they even got there.
That sounds like the U.S. right now, being covered in Corona
That
cases.
sounds
I know, right?
like a pretty normal suburban house.
Maybe this is going to catch because of me saying that so much, but there was like naked girls all over the place and whatnot.
And you were 12.
12, 14. Right? In between.
This sounds like a story a 12-year-old would make up while they're still 12 years old.
I have people you can call right now that would corroborate my story, honestly, and there's still
Phone a
pictures
friend?
of it too.
Phone a friend.
Yeah, can I phone a friend, please? 50-50. No, but everyone in the house, both my parents were fucking drunk. Like, everyone in the house is fucking wasted.
Your parents were in on this naked Corona party.
Well, they weren't about it. They didn't think it was going to go that intense.
Wasn't that all the parties we had last summer, too?
With the naked part?
No, naked Corona parties.
Whatever. Let me finish the goddamn story. But I decided that me and my friend, that his mom ended up coming over to watch it with us. He's one of my good friends from middle school. We're like, let's go steal some beers. Like, no one's gonna notice anything at this point. Like, everyone's fucking wasted. Let's go steal some beers, and we like chugged like 2 of them at this little pit thing we used to have in my neighborhood. I'm like, this tastes like shit.
What kind of pit? Like a sand pit?
No, like like one of those little like drainage pits.
Yeah, so not like in it puts the lotion on the skin kind of pit.
Okay, yeah. But we came back and me and him were just drunk off a beer and a half, like fucking
Right, because you were like
wasted.
12.
Yeah, it was fucking wasted. A beer and a half, and this fucking like 30-year-old model who had like the nicest fake tits, probably worse.
Right, because you were
now.
also 12 at the time.
Yeah, 12. At this point, like they're little like unicorn magic at this point. You know what I mean? She literally like opened up her skirt, was like, "Do you want some?" And I just like nodded in my head. I was like, yes. I was like, yes.
This sounds like the worst fucking porno a 12-year-old would make up. It's like Conker's Bad Fur Day, but
It
in
was
real
all
life.
it was all real, and I'm just sitting there drunk on a Corona and a half at 12 years old, just looking
Being
at.
sexually harassed by a 30-year-old.
I was so happy about it.
So I'm assuming that wasn't part of your typical Thanksgiving traditions
You'd be surprised. There's a lot of naked days in the Parks household.
for Thanksgiving.
Anytime.
Oh, there's just a revolving door of
Well, yeah, I used to have this like friend. I don't want to say his name because I'd probably call him out on this. He's got a good job now, probably. But one of my best friends from high school, you know who you are, man. If you're listening to this, he would like literally. We all get drunk. We all be in the hot tub. And he'd literally get drunk and be like, "Dude, let's go run to the stop sign naked." And he would, like, before anyone else would do it, he'd be naked running the stop sign
I
in
feel
my
like he just
neighborhood.
really wanted to be naked.
Yeah, that's my
There
point.
was no
Be
dare in
naked.
that. It's like, wouldn't it be so funny if we were just naked right now? While he was already like taking his trunks off as he was saying it.
He would jump the fence to get his ball hair caught every time on the fence.
How freaking long was his ball hair that would get caught on?
Long enough.
At least his like balls didn't get caught on the
We had a
fence.
Jotty suburban fence. Like the thing was not.
How to
true-
what?
Jotty suburban fence. Like the
I thought
thing.
that was like a brand name specific drop.
No.
That like you know the brand name.
I heard
of the fence.
Johnny Suburban at first.
Oh no! It was just a Jotty. Like it was just.
If I had to start a fence company,
Johnny
Johnny
Suburban.
Suburban would be a good name for
That
it.
also sounds like a good porn star name.
Johnny Suburban. Is that like Johnny Bravo's like retired
Yeah.
years?
Johnny Suburban.
Jesus Christ. Well, back to the Thanksgiving portion.
Oh yeah.
But to be honest, getting hammered is a Thanksgiving time tradition.
I've never gotten drunk on Thanksgiving.
You're doing it wrong.
I don't know. I always get
Probably.
my family always saves it for Christmas. Like
I mean,
Especially
you know what they say: be drunk for Jesus.
It's what he would have wanted.
Hey.
Hey.
The Fonz, also known as Jesus.
Well, technically, I think he's Santa Claus, isn't he? When he comes on the chimney, he's like, hey,
well, if you ever watch that whole
cookies.
if you ever watch Dogma, the Buddy Christ does the
The who?
Fonz.
Wait, who? Dogma?
Dogma.
Yeah.
I'll show you in a bit. Yeah, it's
It was
basically-
one of
James
the
Bob?
yeah. It was
So-
one of those movies by
Dogma
No
was
one's
Kevin
saying
Smith.
anything.
It's
Everyone's
kind-
saying yeah to each other.
so
No, it was
It's
like
a-
Jay
it's a
Silent
movie.
Bob.
yeah. It was a Kevin Smith movie.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's a movie kind of like they rag on the Catholic Church, but
Yeah,
yeah,
they did.
in the very beginning, the Catholic the Pope comes out say, or no, it's some bishop comes out saying, so
That
we're not
degraded really
popular,
quickly.
like we're losing popularity with the kids, so we gave ourselves a new, cool, fresh look. I introduce you, Buddy Christ, and he's just like Jesus doing the Fonz with like a wink like this.
Does he have like sunglasses on too?
No,
Oh,
you got to
Make it
be able
better,
to
though.
see the wink.
that's true.
Once the glasses came down,
Yeah, I
a
was about to
little
say
bit,
it has like the lower and like a wink and snap.
comes back up. Super Fonz.
Super Fonz.
You guys remember the time the Fonz jumped all the sharks?
What? No.
Me too.
I remember the one. I think it was Christmas episode where the Fonz didn't have a family, but he was like acting tough the entire episode. He was like, "Oh, I got too much work to do in the shop to like hang around doing stupid Christmas stuff." Until like the end of the episode when it was like the wholesome Christmas part of the bad sitcom. Where,
Oh yeah, where the whole audience just does that overwhelming.
Oh, when he finally went for
at the same
Christmas
time.
dinner. Yeah, that's how I feel like this episode's gonna end on like a really heartfelt. This
It's gonna end
episode
on a
of
hard
the
pun by
podcast.
Mark.
on a hard pun.
Yeah,
Hard pun.
it's what I do best.
Well, guys, we're getting close to the end of this episode because all of
Oh, look, it ended just how you predicted.
Look at that.
Look,
I'm a
would you-
shaman.
us. Would you just look at it? Would you just look at it? But we're getting close to the end of the episode here. We just got our Spotify green room set up, so we'll have that set up for you guys next week, so you guys can listen to us live, ask questions. Make sure you guys follow us there. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, Discord, all the
What's
fucking
our
shit.
Instagram? Art Mart Official.
Art Mart Official is our Instagram.
Are there any underscores in there?
There's probably few.
Following it up. You can follow me at Diamond Nathaniel. That's last name, first name.
Me at markjones.art on the Instagram.
On the Instagram. The instant grandmother. And Nathan, where can people find you?
Nathan_BS on Instagram.
And he's not BSing you. I'm going to make the joke every episode. I don't care.
You
Of
can
course.
Find me at Dibrand Cabernet. I mean, Trip_the podcast guy.
What's the BS stand for? Nathan Bearded Smith.
I'll go with it.
Bullshit.
So
I get that.
our Art Mart our Art Mart handle is art_mart_official.
Art_Mart_official. And that's Instagram. Find us there. Follow us there.
Yeah, we got pages on Facebook.
You should also Patreon us.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
Because
guys.
we need to be Patreonized.
Please patronize. Patronize us and patronize us.
Well, yeah, guys, we're using equipment that's literally almost 15 years old at this
It's like
point.
almost as old as I am. Okay.
Yeah, literally, I feel terrible for him. He's got to literally use stuff that when he was born. Like it's probably in the hospital when he was there.
Yeah, this soundboard IO setup makes some country churches look nice.
It's leaking oil. It's so old.
I love that. That's true though. It's so true. We're still using an analog fucking mixer.
It's so old that, the Ark of the Covenant was next to it.
Like the Indiana Jones movie.
That's
Dun,
why
da-da,
that's why they found
dun,
that,
da-da.
not the Ark, because that didn't burn
Oh,
their
and that
faces.
melted their faces because it was so old even back then.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, we appreciate you guys going through our bullshit.
Like Nathan.
Like his
his
Like
Instagram.
like the Instagram.
Yes.
But thank you guys for our bullshit about our little Thanksgiving traditions and what we like about that kind of stuff. We want you guys to get to know about us a little bit, and hopefully you guys have some similar Thanksgiving traditions. If you guys don't, make sure you guys talk shit about us on our social media and whatnot.
If anyone's had a turducken, let us know.
I've always wanted to try a turducken.
Me too. Oh my god, me too. There's like one like a turducken, goose, and a chicken together, right? There's something crazy like that.
No, that was a really weird video you were watching.
Yeah. A turducken is
That's
a
why I just got hard. Huh.
turkey,
Weird.
chicken, and a duck.
Yes, hence the name.
Yeah.
Turducken.
It's
Turducken.
It's a chicken stuffed inside a turkey, and a duck stuffed inside a chicken stuffed inside a turkey.
There's a lot of deception going on here, but anyway,
Duckception.
as we all say, peace.
Please.